Hey everybody, Tara Green here. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot the last few days. So, the big news. Yes, you've heard about what's going on with Israel and Gaza and this war, Israel declaring war, and that was all predicted. I was one of the astrologers who predicted it, unfortunately, because Mars on the south node squaring Pluto is a very, very heavy warrior aspect. Plus, Eris, the newly discovered dwarf planet, was discovered in the early 2000s, is Mars' sister in Greek mythology, and she is known as a bloodthirsty goddess, the goddess of Disturbia. She just likes to stir up trouble. She's ultimately responsible for creating the Trojan War. So there she is on the north node in Aries, ruled by Mars. So even though Mars is weak and Pluto squaring it brings up the sense of old vendettas, old anger, repressed anger. Mars in Libra is repressed anger, suddenly like bursting through. And then tonight, October the 8th, it's the day before Thanksgiving here in Canada, Pluto and Mars square off exactly, okay, at 27 degrees, 6:05 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then add 7 hours in Israel. So this just escalates things more, unfortunately. I think we are seeing a World War III situation start here. I said there's danger of nuclear war, of course, because also Neptune, the planet of subterfuge and spies, and somehow, these rebels, some of them are called the lion, Heart of the Lion, I believe. There's some Hamas young terrorists, who are, of course, they've been badly treated by Israel, it's true. But now they're all into all-out war, killing Israelis, and they've taken, hundreds of prisoners, innocent women, children, and taken women and children prisoners in Gaza to keep Israelis from striking on them. But Israel has declared war now. So this is a very difficult situation. Neptune, again, that sense of secrecy, sextiling Uranus, the planet of unpredictability, chaos, they have both been in what's called a finger of God. And, Israel is known as God's country, especially to where Mars is right now. So Neptune in Pisces, sextiling Uranus in Taurus. And then they're both 150 degrees away. I'll count it out with you. Taurus to Gemini to Cancer, Leo to Virgo to Libra. And also the same on the other side. So that yod, it's called a yod formation or a finger of God, points the finger at Mars, which is the trigger there. Okay, in Libra, the sign of peacemaking, well, that peacemaking degree has, dissolved whatever tentative peace. There was never really peace between Israel and Palestine since they were first artificially formed in May of 1948 by the UN, unfortunately, and Britain. So, unfortunately, things are going to get tighter, and then Pluto, to add more to this list, to this bonfire, Pluto then turns direct, where it's the most powerful, on October the 11th, and that happens, on October the 10th at 9:10 p.m., that's Eastern Daylight Time, and on the 11th, further on, like in Israel, for example. Now, the other thing is on the 11th, Mars enters its own sign of Scorpio, 9:04 p.m., the specific daylight time, and on the 12th at 12:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then Mars is really in his power, like Mars is weak right now, so you haven't seen nothing yet until Mars really gets going in Scorpio, and they're still in this squaring off aspect, and then the eclipse, the big eclipse that's happening on the weekend on the 14th, is actually right on those nodes. So that solar eclipse, it will be visible across America, intensifies that warrior energy. So because Uranus is really uranium and Pluto is plutonium, there is a big danger of nuclear war. So Iran behind this, I'm going to look at the astrology in a little bit more depth. I'm writing about it now on my blog. But I will do some reporting about it too. So old vendettas in terms of family issues and balances have come up. I've certainly felt that myself. Other people have reported this to me. Can be feeling very exhausting as well at this time because it's very difficult to find that peace of mind. But I would suggest that, for this upcoming eclipse, especially now that this situation is escalated, you're never supposed to create any intentions during any solar or lunar eclipses traditionally. At this point, I'm going to do a live workshop on the 13th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Zoom. And really, it's just going to be all about focusing on peace, on creating peace in the world. The more people that get together to meditate on peace in the world, on Israel, on Gaza, on the whole Muslim world, the better. I had an incredible flash this morning But I'll talk about that in another video. Okay, so sending all the best blessings, sending prayers to everybody in the Middle East there. Nobody wants to see innocent women or children on either side being killed, so I'm sending my prayers to them. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com.